Okay, guys, so we are talking here about the year, and I also got some references here that I've saved in my Pinterest and a board called year. And so here we got the same structure that I said to you. Um, Here I actually painted, and this is what we have for the structures of the year. Okay, so we have this Y shape in the middle, the 9 contour, and then we have these tragus and antitragus. Okay, actually the tragus will be that form that will be here. So let's start to refine a little bit this form, because this is all very half yet. For the back of the ears, we're gonna have this shape like so. Once we start to refine a little bit more these shapes, you gotta understand better. I think here we have too much density for the Dynamesh. Because it's being a little bit harder to smooth the forms. Now my move brush is too weak. Yeah, I'm gonna get my smooth stronger, which is a brush which comes by default in ZBrush, but it's always accessible. You can access this brush by using the lightbox. Notice that the ears is a very thin structure. Like yeah, look how without the back face mask enable, it grabs the other face in the other side there. So here I can add more volume like this. This will be more will be clear when we do the ear in the already in the head. Okay, but it's basically this shape that we need to follow when we are doing the ear. Okay, let me So this is the tragus, right? And the antitragus will be on the other side here. Let me show you this region. Remember to make this region very thin. So once you make the model for like realistic rendering, it will be it will work very nice with the subsurface scattering. Here is the standard brush. I will make a better separation of the structures. And here the right thing would be to have this hole exactly where we've made it here in the model of the year, okay? Here I leave kind of this way, a little bit of this difference. So for the year is always good to pay attention with its gesture, the planes, and how the faces are turned like forward and for the side views. But the most important thing is to have this right structures. And also the right thickness for this, always. Here actually adjusting the connection will not look that real because we don't have exactly the head here to make the proper the better placement. And here we could actually do a mirror and weld, which is always located here in geometry, modify and mirror and weld. But here I actually created a customized palette for me, and then I can do a quickly mirror and weld there, and then I can work with my symmetry turned on right now. So always pay attention for the lines, the curves of the ears that we have here, looking through all the angles and how those curves intercalate with one with the other. Like here I have one great curve there, and here I have another one which comes from the inside part, and then it goes back and make the that hole for this part here, and then the tragus and antitragus, right? The tragus and antitragus. So here you have the let me check how I say that in English. The helix and the anti-helix. Helix, this one, and this another will be anti-helix. Okay. So yeah, our head anatomy is just missing the mouth for the structure here, and then I do believe we can make our head proper modeled, right? So let me get here some reference for modeling the head, and then we can try to make it here very separated piece. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so here while the ZBrush is saving the project, let me show you here a little bit of the mouth. How does it works? And the mouth, we can clearly see in this image here that we have some specific features in the lips and in the mouth itself. You know, here you can see first with the upper lip. Let me see a reference here that shows you that what I mean. Maybe, yeah, this one is a good one. We can clearly see here that we have like three structures in this upper lip. This first structure will be this one in the center, like a form with this volume, you know, more pronouncing, and then we have this part more with a flat plane, not exactly flat, but more flattened plane. And in the lower lid, we're gonna have like two great volumes like this. In the middle we have this depression, and in the corners is very important. We have this flattened part, you know, which is kind of continuation for the corner of the mouth. And look how does it work here in other examples. You can clearly see that portion in the middle like this, but you know, everything is very curved, right? Its curve starts to get more not so curved in the end here in the corners, but it's also very curved. But in the middle, in that big structure that we said, it's more curved. And for the lower part, we're gonna have this part which is more a flattened surface, and then we're gonna have this two great volumes with some depression in the middle, right? Just by separating them. And another thing that is important to pay attention in when you are doing the mouth is, yeah, here. Look, those elements that I've said, you know. And what I was talking was concerning to the draw lines. We have the contour line, which we will make like this kind of drawing, and then we have the middle the middle line, which is very, very important. We always concern too much with the exterior lines, and we kind of forgot the middle line. Okay, so you can remember this middle line just by understanding the volumes. This will fit between this, right? So here and here and here. Where we have the volume in the upper lid, we're gonna have a depression in the lower lid, and the opposite is true as well. Where we have a volume in the lower lid, we're gonna have a depression in upper lid. Okay. Let me show you more reference for the lips, right? And also another thing that is quite important in the mouth is the things that are, you know, how do I say? Yeah, the things that are around the mouth. All this information here that we have, this is related to the muscles for the labii depressors, right? And do you remember that I called this corner of the mouth like node? This is the node, you know, this little volume here in the corner, and this is related to the muscles, the depressors. Okay, let me show you. Here you have also the corner of the mouth, and here you have the depressors of the lips. Actually, sorry about any noise here in my street, but you know, yeah. Let me analyze here from the side view. We're gonna have this great volume, right? This is more like a feminine female mouth, but we can clearly see the structures that we said, the node portion, and also the muscles for the depressor labialis. Look, this is what we call the node. Here you have a depression, and here you have some great volume, like this being volume, and here you have the volume for the muscles. Okay. Once again, here we can see that is more a sharp edge in this part. This part will be more flattened, and this will roll in. This will be more a flattened part as well, and here we have this great bump, right? So yeah, let's do it here. For doing this, I'm gonna append a cube, and with the cube selected, I can bring it closer to its position. Like here. Turn on symmetry. Yeah, and then here we can start to model the mouth. I'm gonna grab it here and apply a Dynamesh with a little bit more resolution first. Good, so we can start the mouth in the next lecture.